On a remote southern island near the Antarctic coast, explorers once recorded a large cave entrance beneath a snow-covered mountain. Inside was pitch dark, but more striking were the dark streaks running across the slope, aligned in parallel and rising like steps descending deep into the mountain. Such a structure is difficult to explain using conventional geological models, as natural layering rarely forms such clear and balanced steps. Some hypothesize that it resulted from ancient collapses or uneven melting, yet the alignment and relatively even spacing continue to puzzle observers. Adding to the mystery is the fact that these features are not fixed. In some years, they appear clearly. In others, they are buried under fresh snow, only to reemerge when strong winds blow or seasons change, sometimes in altered shapes. Few people realize that Antarctica was not always a frozen wasteland. Tens of millions of years ago, it was home to dense forests, rivers, and rich ecosystems. Plant fossils discovered beneath thick ice reveal a surprisingly green past. In 1912, an expedition led by Robert Falcon Scott found fossilized leaves near the Beardmore Glacier about 500 kilometers from the South Pole. Later studies confirmed they belonged to ancient forests. On Alexander Island and the Antarctic Peninsula, petrified tree trunks still stand upright where they once grew, reaching several meters in height. Pollen and sediment data indicate that around 100 million years ago, the region had a mild climate with average temperatures between 13 to 21 degrees Celsius, warm enough to sustain temperate rainforests despite long months of polar darkness. Recent offshore drilling near the Antarctic Peninsula has also uncovered traces of ancient grasslands dating back about 12 million years, suggesting that the glaciation process occurred gradually rather than suddenly. Antarctica transformed into an ice desert over millions of years of global climate change. Still, bold hypotheses persist. Some question whether the continent once had conditions suitable for a prehistoric civilization. Mainstream science rejects this possibility, noting that modern humans appeared only about 300,000 years ago, while Antarctica's ice sheet formed millions of years earlier. A symbol often cited in such debates is the Piri Reis map drawn in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral Piri Reis. The map depicts South America and a southern landmass that some claim resembles an ice-free Antarctica. Researcher Charles Hapgood proposed that it may have been based on far older source materials, possibly from a lost seafaring culture. Although widely dismissed by academics, the hypothesis continues to intrigue. Modern ice-penetrating radar technology has also revealed that beneath East Antarctica's ice lies an extensive landscape of ancient valleys and mountain ridges, covering an area comparable to a small European country. This terrain has remained largely unchanged for at least 14 million years, demonstrating the profound climatic shifts Earth has undergone through glacial and interglacial cycles. Other theories mention the possibility of true polar wander, in which Earth's outer shell shifts relative to its rotational axis, leading to major climatic changes. Though controversial, this idea was echoed in the prophecies of Edgar Cayce, who suggested that Antarctica might one day return to a warm and life-supporting state. To date, most evidence supports natural explanations for all phenomena in Antarctica. Yet the combination of a volatile climate history, unusual structures, and discoveries beneath the thick ice continues to make this frozen continent one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Hidden beneath ice sheets several kilometers thick, Antarctica is not merely an icy desert, but also a repository of ancient secrets. Hundreds of lakes lie deep below the surface, completely isolated from light and air. The most famous is Lake Vostok, a vast freshwater lake nearly 4,000 meters beneath the East Antarctic ice sheet, possibly sealed off for 15 to 25 million years. In 2012, Russian scientists drilled down to the lake's surface after more than a decade of effort. Water surged back up the borehole under immense pressure, making sampling difficult, but the breakthrough opened up the possibility of life existing in dark, frigid, and entirely isolated environments. Beyond Vostok, more than 400 subglacial lakes have been identified. Some are as large as cities, others fluctuate over time. They remain liquid due to geothermal heat and the immense pressure of the overlying ice, interconnected by networks of subglacial rivers described as a vast frozen wetland.